Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are well. It is early in the morning, and I know I don't normally broadcast at this time, but we're doing something different. I'm going to mix it up. I thought I'd come on. There was something on my mind, so I thought I'd talk about reading, and I thought the power of reading. So that's what we're going to talk about. I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst, literacy educator, and I help women strategize how to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. The catalyst that inspires you to aspire for more, starting with self-awareness and self-development. And, education, which is, let's talk about that. Hello, ladies. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Shantae. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. So, I want to talk about the power of reading and how you share reading. And I want to talk about how I have decided to share reading with the world. But thank you. I know it's early. It's Saturday and I'm up and live before it's noon. That's amazing in itself. So thank you so much for joining. Please feel free to share this out. If it sounds like it would be of something of interest to someone else and they would like to hop on, please share it out on your page. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. I get that. But invite 5 people in. Go down your list, someone you want to inspire to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next using literature. Invite them in. Just invite them in. Even if they don't come in now, they'll come in on the replay. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. So listen, I know. I know the talk has been a lot about what's going on with the hurricanes and Hurricane Harvey. But I wanted to share something that I witnessed and what made me reflect on what I'm doing and seeing what I'm doing a little differently when it comes to reading. Hi, Chip. How are you? Thank you for joining. So, I was online and one of my friends that work with me at the university shared a page with me, and it was a book club for Harvey Hurricane Book Club, because most of the schools have not started because of the hurricane. The ones that have started late, a week late. And so during that interim where students were out of school when they should have been in school, a teacher from one of those schools in Houston, actually Katy, Texas, started a book club. And it would be where the children can get on and read and they can listen to good books. And it was really cool what they were doing. But what I saw was that page grow. And it grew to like 10,000. There was authors coming on reading. There was people, different children who were not confident with reading, but they saw other children reading. So they hopped on the page and went live, like live broadcasting, like what I'm doing right now, like little children reading in front of like the world. And I thought, that is amazing. Hi, Carol. Thank you for joining. And I thought, that is amazing, like the power of reading and how it brought people together. And then I started thinking about, Dr. Tammy, you do some of the same things. You do that with women. I have an online book club on Facebook where it's really interactive. We're reading The Year of Yes, and we're reading that. And I've been going to different broadcasts. Several of the ladies have been mentioning it and talking about it. And I realized, it may not be 10,000, but there's 120 of us. And I think that's really cool. And so I thought about, what reading can do, what it can do for yourself, your self-esteem, what it can do for others. I just think it's amazing. And I was just thinking about the power of reading. So I want to ask you in the comments, do you share reading? Those of you that are readers and that, or desire to read more, is there something that in particular that gets you reading? So my first question to you is, what inspires you to read? Post that in the comments. What inspires you to read? What gets you get a book in your hand and you're reading it? What is that thing? What is that thing? So what inspires you to read? Post it in the comments. Because I will say that a lot of things that inspire me has been my conversation with others, my conversation with my friends. So when I was a little girl, I didn't talk for the longest. And, I talked to those that I felt comfortable with, but I stuttered. So I, censored what I said. And it was interesting that, when I had a friend recommend a book to me, it opened a whole new world. Like, I couldn't put books down. Shantae said the inspiration to learn and grow. Chip says recommendation and talking about books. So, I just want to know, and anyone who wants to come in live with me and give your opinion on the topic and what you've witnessed or how you share books, I invite you to do that. Salome says, I find it like, sorry, let me read correctly. Hello. Context and straight. I find it like, I missed that comment, so let me go back. But Marsha says, wanting to learn. Hi, Licia, how are you? Thank you for joining. Wanting to learn. Yes. Salome says, wanting to learn. Those are the things that we use. And so, of course, now, like, I research everything. Like, everything I'm researching. I'm looking it up. You say something, there's something I don't get, I'm researching it up. Marsha says, or to escape into a story if it's fiction, right? So that's something to do. Like, you can escape into someone else's world. You can go places. Carol says curiosity. So yes, absolutely. Like, all of that is why. So does anybody want to come on live with me and just share, how do you share reading, and, maybe how someone has inspired you to pick up a book? Anyone, if you want to come in, type the word live in the comments and I will invite you in. Marsha says, yes, fiction. Yes, I got it, Marsha. You see, I self-corrected. I got it. Carol says, learn about different cultures. Absolutely. Because you learn about other parts of the world, and you learn about different people, different walks of life, maybe different upbringing. I didn't come up with much. So sometimes it's nice to read about someone who came up with a little more than I did. Sometimes that's really nice. I'm sorry about that, but y'all can hear me. That's great. I was trying to make sure I can pull up the comments because I know I missed a few comments. Salome says, I find it like my secret thing to do, my own secret guarded place. Yes, because you can go in, you can have a book and now with it being electronic, you can take hundreds of books with you at one time. Like, you don't have to just take one. Although I like the hard copy, so I still take it in my purse. Chip wants to come in live. I'm going to invite you in. Yes, Lynn says, learn new ideas. So, all right, Chip, I'm inviting you. So those of you that are just coming in, I'm just going to reboot real quick. I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success strategist and literacy educator. And we are just talking about the power of reading. I witnessed the power of reading lately, and I thought we'd just talk about it, have a chit chat about the power of reading. And we're talking about, has anybody inspired you to read something? Was there a book you picked up because somebody inspired you? And, or do you share reading with others, and how do you do that? Hi, Chip. Thank you for joining. I was just reintroducing Tammy while we're waiting on Facebook to catch up.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, would you introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Chipo Chitewe. I am a change motivator. I motivate women, especially single mothers, to positively change their goal-pursuing mindsets whilst working in collaboration with their children. So thank you for having me join you, Tammy.
Well, thank you for hopping on. So, because I know this is, I just, random. But, so tell me, and you can go from any angle. What is your thoughts? Because I don't know which question you want to answer. So I'm going to let you choose. Has anybody inspired you to read and pick up a book? Or do you want to, or how do you share reading? Either way. Hi, Walter.
I'll cover a bit of both because I have experienced both. I have been inspired to read books, mainly through this book club, right? This book club has inspired me to read a lot more of the more, I don't know, what genre are we reading? Like self-help, real
nonfiction.
life.
So, yeah, self-help.
Non-fiction.
Yes. Self-help, motivation, inspiration, nonfiction.
Exactly. I didn't read a lot of those before, but now I read those a lot more as a result of this group. However, previously, a friend of mine had inspired me to read a couple of Stormy a Martian. Is that how you say her name? Books?
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yes, yes, yes. She
Yeah.
does the power of the
Yeah, she
praying wife. Yes.
Yes, the power of the praying woman. Yes, battlefield of the mind. Though she, wow, Alisa, hi. She's actually joined. I'm surprised she's here.
Oh, she was the
Yeah,
one that got you reading it.
she was the one that got me reading the Stormy Martian books. I'm surprised she's here, but nice to see you. Yeah, so those are the kind of self-help, nonfiction books I've read before, but in this group. I've broadened kind of, the time reading, and it's been awesome. But I also share reading externally, like at work. I have a colleague who loves to read. She's been reading since she was like a toddler, she tells me, and she reads a lot of fiction
Wow.
books. And she recommends them to me, and then we have a discussion. We're always discussing the book. So she'll read a book, and if she thinks it's brilliant, she'll pass it on to me, and then we just keep rotating it within the office, and then we just, we share it that way. But my favorite is reading with my son.
Yes.
So yeah, I love it. And he is such a good reader. I loved reading from a young age. He is brilliant. Like, he amazes me at how quickly he can, learn new words and, read. So I really love having him read to me. I encourage him to read to me. So that's another way I share my reading. So yeah, so that's my take on the topic. Hi,
Awesome.
lady.
You know, I
Hi.
I really like that you added children to this. I know that I have a women's club, but what I really like is that when children, if we start them early, they'll just develop that love and they'll read, they'll write, they'll do better in school. It's just so many cool things. And Alyssa, we thank you for sharing reading. Those are some really good books. And she
Yeah,
has several, like
Alisa, thank you for
you could just
sharing
read for
those books
days.
with me.
So
I love
yay, good.
reading. Yeah.
Yes. And
This
so
current book that we're reading here, Tammy, is brilliant. I'll have to come on and share within the WAM group my thoughts on this book
oh,
because it's just so brilliant.
absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you just gave me a thought, Chip. Maybe we'll even do something on this page. We'll do like another Saturday or something. And once we're done reading, like toward the end, and we'll do something like this again when we're later in the month as we get through the reading so we can get, maybe get a few more of the ladies from the group on. That's a good idea. You just gave me an idea. But we'll
Yeah.
also do it in the
Sounds
group. So
awesome.
thank
Yeah. Sounds
you.
awesome. Thanks for having
So
me. Bye, ladies.
wait. So when you go back in the comments, since you came on with me live, would you please put how people can connect with you, whether you want to put your group or just how people can connect with you or whatever you want to put. You can post a comment, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Tammy.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is so cool. So that was a really good story. That was a really good story. So let me go back and read some of the comments. I know that I missed some. Okay, so Lynn wants to come in live. Lynn, you're next, and then Marsha. I see Marsha put live. Salome says, I'm also reading more now in the group. Yes. So when my group, I'm really happy that that is happening. But I didn't recognize it, y'all, until the past couple of weeks. Like I was just too busy trying to keep it moving and make sure that we were really reaching the women and everybody was getting what they needed from the group, that I didn't realize that the ladies in there were already telling me that it was serving them. And so now it's time to take it to the next level. So I'm really excited about that. Carol Cooper, I saw her come in, and Shantae says that she's been an avid reader for a long time. Absolutely. Cool, Carol. You'll have to join us. Carol, you got to join us over in the Women Aspiring for More reading community. You got to join us. And, you can even come in live too. All right. So Walter says, what would be a good motivational book to read for confidence? So if you have a suggestion for Walter, post it in the comments. What would be a good motivational book to read for confidence? And I would want to know, like, what kind of confidence? Just general confidence, or confidence in your business, confidence in your life? What are some good motivational things? I wish I had one here, because there's several that you could read. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Marlene. Thank you. But post some, if you have a suggestion, put it in the comments as well. Ooh, the connection is sort of bad. I'm so sorry. I'm noticing the connections. Let's see. Yay. Okay. Shantae says, love your book club. I also love to read with my niece over the phone. Oh, that's awesome. Like different mediums. That'd be great. Carol says, I plan in the two in the near future. Do just come in. And you don't have to read, Carol. You don't even have to read every book. You can read the ones that touch, that just speaks to your soul. You can read the ones that maybe was already on your list. So you can come out and hang with us and at least get, involved in the community of women and just in the sisterhood. And then, all right, so let me see. The connection looked like it's cleared a little bit. So I'm going to see if we can invite Lynn in here. Y'all post your comments. Make sure if you have any suggestions for motivational readings that help with confidence, to post it in the comments. I'm going to post mine. I have several that I have. I like reading books by T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen and some of those. So,
Hi. Hey.
hi.
Can
Hey
you see
there.
me okay? Let me put on my, can you see me all right?
I can see you. I'm looking on my other device. It seems like the connection has cleared up. So it looks like we're doing a little better. So that's good. Yay. There you are.
It's all right.
All
You're
right.
freezing a bit though.
Oh, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. Yeah, it's on my
Hi,
device. It looks like
Marsha.
it's cleared up. Hi there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lynn, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lynn Kanyowa-Ndhlovu. I teach women how to create easy beauty routines so that they can face each day feeling confident and empowered. I also help women to find their purpose and recognize the beauty within themselves that brings self-assurance. And I'm just here to blow you away.
So, Lynn, blow us away. Tell us what. I love it. I love it. This girl, she is so much fun. I can't wait to meet her in person because I know
I
it'll
can't
be a
wait to
party.
meet you too.
And we're gonna be dancing. I know we're gonna be dancing. So Lynn,
Oh, definitely,
because
definitely.
we both like to dance. See, I can't stop moving in
Oh,
this
we
chair.
both love to dance. We both love to dance. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so
Yes.
Lynn, so you can
Yeah.
answer either question as well. Has someone shared a book with you that you thought, okay, I'm gonna pick it up and read, that really inspired you to read? Or you can answer how you share reading. So either one, you pick.
Either one. Yes, I had a friend of mine who shared, because I used to read fiction books, and I used to read mainly Susan Lewis. And then I had a friend of mine who shared with me the magic of thinking big. And
Yes.
that got me like, oh, I like
Yeah.
this. What that book did for me was it fed my soul. That's what it
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yes. So because I used to get so emotionally attached to the books, like the story, I would really go into it, especially,
Yes.
these fictional and stuff. And sometimes that would really get to me. But when I started
Yes.
to read self-help books, and a friend of mine introduced me to them, I became free. I started
Yes.
enjoying reading.
Oh.
I am more of an audio listener as well
Hmm.
because of the job I do. I'm a nurse, and because of sometimes I'm just multitasking, doing stuff, learning. I like to multitask, so I like to you make use of my audio. But
Right.
now, since I joined your group as well, I've become more of a reader. I enjoy reading now. Yes, I use my
Yay!
Kindle, which is here. Yeah, I use my Kindle to read, and I enjoyed reading Ask and It Is Given. That book was
Ah,
meant for me.
yes.
It has changed my thinking. It has changed me as a person, I enjoyed. I still read it. That book,
Yeah.
I,
Yes.
I'm glad I joined your group class. I'm
And
glad. Yes.
Lynn, I'm glad you said that. That reminded me of something. I really think that, I read it too, and I was a little skeptical, and I expressed that at the beginning. But, I really noticed that there was a shift. Like in those of us that read that book, there was a shift in our thinking, there was a shift in our being.
Oh yes.
And I just
Oh
think
yes.
that it has propelled us into September. I think we needed August to kind of let it marinate. And now
Definitely.
that September, all the ladies that read that book with us are like on fire, like
Oh yeah.
are just
Definitely.
on fire, just going.
And I'm just ready to go the year of yes. I've got
Yeah.
it. So I'm just digging in, and yeah, I'm just it's exciting. It's good to
Yeah.
have a group. It makes it so much easier. Your group
Yes.
makes it so much easier. I don't think I would have read
Oh,
as much as I have if I had not joined your group. It is so much easier, definitely. And it's good to hear other people's perspective on how they take on the
right.
book. Whereas I would, we all have got different ways of reading or how we'll take in a story. So it's good to hear other people's perspectives and just to learn, in general as well. So that's fantastic.
And
Which book
Carol
has
is asking
actually?
book. Do you have it with you right there, Lynn? Which asking it is
I
given?
It is all on my Kindle
Oh, let me
somewhere.
see. Oh, let me see. Let me
You
see.
have that?
I'll grab it. Let me see if I can
Hi,
grab
I'll
it.
grab it. I'll chat to everyone. Hey, Shante. Hey, Chip. Hey, Glenda. So you coming on? Hey, Marsha. Salom. How are you? Walter, thank you. How are you doing?
There it is. Here it
Yes.
is. It's asking it is given. It's by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that we read. We've
Oh, yeah.
also read. I think Lynn mentioned we also read Big Magic. We read
Ooh,
Big
I love
Magic
that.
by Creative
I
Living Beyond
love
Fear.
that.
Yes, by Gilbert. I think this was a great start, and then reading,
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
Breanne Brown book, and then asking it is given. It's been awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hi,
Yes.
I see my aunt hopping on. Hi, Aunt Maria. I see you.
Hi,
Hello,
Aunt
everybody. We're
Maria. We
just
love you,
talking
Aunt
about
Maria.
books. Yes. So, yeah. So I enjoy reading now. It is quite what you refreshing for me, and it is calming for me. And yeah, I just like, especially when I'm not doing anything. I just love
Yeah.
to go to the park now. We still got some sun, some.
So,
You still got some sun, so I love to go or just find a bench somewhere and then just read, and I just absorb into the story. Like I said, it's like feeding my soul, so I quite enjoy
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Miss Lynn. I appreciate you hopping
You
on. I
are
really appreciate it.
welcome anytime. Thank you for having
Thank
me on.
And thank you for being excellent and just amazing in the group and engaged in my group. I appreciate
Oh,
you.
you're
Would you
welcome.
please make sure
Yes,
that you let people know how they can connect with you? Because I'm
of
sure they'll
course.
see you. Because she goes live too, and she talks
Of
about
course. I'll be
beauty and
going live
in
to
different
do
things.
some, you know what.
Yeah. Yes. So, and
Yes.
she'll be live several times probably today. So just make sure
Oh,
you
yeah. Oh,
follow her as well.
definitely, definitely.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
How do I end this?
I'll help you. I'll do it. Yay! Okay, so let me go through and read some comments. I know there were some comments and some great book options for us. Shantae says, okay, I think I read that one. She loved the book club. She also read with her niece over the phone. Marlene says she come back. I hope she'll come back via the replay. Carol says she just finished reading Mindset. Yes, yes, by Carol Dweck. That is a good book. That is a good book. A growth mindset. That is so good. And then Shantae Lister Mitchell says Millionaire Mindset. Woo, a lot of mindset books are really cool. Apparently are recommended. And that's good for life and business confidence. So thank you, Camille, for joining. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Salome, you're welcome. I'm glad you're getting something out of this. Thank you so much. Camille says, a book can have the power to transform your mind. Reading rocks. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And Javon Foster says, hello, everyone from Corpus Christi, especially Corpus Christi. Hi, Javon. How are you? I joined an amazing book club called Sisters of the Yam when she lived in Atlanta. Each member selected a book. Oh, cool. They read diverse books. Yes. And so, with my book club, we read more nonfiction, and that's probably more intentional. But we read like different, as y'all can see, the topics, and I mean the authors are very diverse and different in their style. So yes, it's really good to just read different things. Potluck. Oh yeah, that's good if you have a face-to-face. Potlucks are awesome. I'm gonna invite Marsha in here. Marsha said she wanted to come in. But let's hear what Marsha has to say. But yes, absolutely. And she recommended some books there, so make sure you read her comment. It's long. I can't see it all, but definitely go back. Yes.
Yay!
Most of my current reading is with their $3. Ooh, awesome. I know. I think it's really cool when you read with your children and they love reading and they get that sense of love for reading. It's a really great. It makes a really good thing, and that's why I think that reading is a social action. Like, it's really social, and it's amazing what happens and how it transforms our thinking and add to our thinking when we really read with other people. All right, Marsha. Hey, Marsha's in. Hi.
How are you?
I can just
Hello,
go on and
everyone.
on and on. You're just sitting there hanging out. Like, Tammy, stop talking. Like, lady, let's go.
You just see me, I'm locked in this room and everyone's like, why is she locked away? I want to get to her. So I'm going to be really quick. But,
Okay, really quick.
What?
Tell me. Tell me.
Hi, my name's Marsha, and I'm a empowerment coach, and I basically help women to live a successful life outside of their 9 to 5, however that may be. So about the reading, I have been reading since, God, I can't even remember. My mum was an avid reader. She used to read like Stephen King books and thriller books, and I started off reading a lot of series books growing up. So I would collect a lot of stories, and the stories would build up as they went along. So I probably have like 30 books in a series. And then I went on to like Virginia Andrews style books, which I absolutely loved. And then I would start reading my mum's books. So I started reading Stephen King horrors as well. Yes, I think I was about 11 or 12. But what got me was the pictures. If I liked the picture on the cover, then I would read the book. Because obviously there's no pictures inside a book. But if I liked the picture on the cover and I liked the little blurb at the back, then I would read it. And I was just hooked. And back then we didn't have Sky and TV and things like that. So my mum would always take me to the bookshop. We'd sit there for hours and we'd read, and then we'll decide what book we wanted to take home with us. And it was brilliant. So now,
I was just going to ask, so what? I'm sorry, it's a delay. Sorry. But so what genre do you like to read? Do you naturally like to read? I know we're reading nonfiction with my club, but what do you naturally like to read? Fiction?
Well, no, I've stopped reading fiction now. I went for a stage of reading sort of humorous type books. So I think, what was it? Sophie Kinsella. Sophie Kinsella was a book that an author that I like to read. Marion Keyes, she's an Irish author, extremely hilarious. And it's just a really nice way to escape into her books because they're just so funny. And then I think in the last sort of 2 to 3 years, I started to read a lot more self-help books. And actually, the first self-help book that I ever bought, I think I was about 15, and it was Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus.
Yes, I remember that book.
You remember that one? Yeah.
I think I read it a couple of times before I got married. Before I got it right.
Now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. You know what? I wouldn't even say they're self-help books. Nowadays, we call them personal development books.
Right.
And I read personal development books based on what I want to learn. So if it's something to do with business, or if it's something to do with like Think and Grow Rich, which is a brilliant book, and it's not something that I can read all in one go. I take it in stages because it's really, really deep book. And obviously joining your your Women Aspire for More book reading community has been amazing, because there's really a power in reading with other people. Yeah, there is. You know, you can, I mean, I read anyway, but you get a lot of insights from others, how they interpret the book, because at the end of the day, it's all perception. And one thing I will say is that what I encourage people to read more, but I think that the word read puts people off. People often think I don't have time to read, or maybe sometimes they have dyslexia or they have reading difficulties and they think it's going to be a struggle. But there's so many ways to consume books nowadays, you know, through audio, through, you know, you can get an Amazon Audible account. You can actually get books on YouTube as well. And I think once you get that thirst for reading and consuming that information, then you actually want to pick up that book. And when you start reading, it makes you read better, and you pick up more language. And if you do it with a community, then you can help. Yes, exactly. So join the community. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yes. Reading is a social action, I'm telling you. And there's some book recommendations coming in the book chat. I mean, in the chat. Think and Grow Rich. Yes, I just got that book. And so it's on my list to read. So those of you that are coming in, we are talking about reading, the power of reading, and reading as a social action. And my question is to you, how do you share reading? And has anybody shared a book with you that you just had to read because of the way they shared it? And post suggestions. We're putting book suggestions in the comments. I'm adding to my book list and what I recommend to my book club. So please put suggestions for good nonfiction books in the comments, or any books.
The problem I have as well, Tammy, I was going to say, the problem I have now is that I get so many book suggestions, I can't read them fast enough. So I want.
And here I am asking for more. Give us more. Yes. So I guess we'll have to do a mix, right? Audio versus the physical book. You know, I have to. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, you really have to, you know. And now I found I have to really schedule some time to read, because otherwise, like you said, I just don't get to it all. And I have a list. I have like a bookshelf back here that I have like 10 that are on the wait list. Ooh, The Four Agreements someone recommended. Ooh, that's good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes. So anything else, Marsha?
No, that's it from me. I would just say encourage all of you to, you know, read any way that you can, whether it be by audio or, you know, YouTube account. Just, you know, just consume whatever you can, because it really opens up your mind and your experiences. And even if you just want a bit of escapism, pick up a nonfiction book and just delve into that world, you know, and, you know, it's lovely. It's better than TV.
Yes. You know, I don't even watch. Well, okay. I watch two shows. Young and the Restless, because I've watched it for so many years, and I just like watching, you know, other people's problems. And then 2, Being Mary Jane. But otherwise, I'm reading. I mean, I have a book. I'm reading either on my phone or a physical copy of the book. I just, you know, I always say she doesn't even have TV. Go girl. You know, we probably don't need it. Like, our TV is off most of the time, even with the boys, you know, they're doing other things now. They're going outside and doing, so I'm thinking it's, you know, let's read. Let's read.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Please share how people can connect with you, who you are, and how to connect with you.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right. Thank you for coming on and sharing your perspective.
Bye,
I appreciate you. Bye-bye. Here, want me to exit? Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Marsha. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Chip. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate you sharing your perspective and what you're reading. And yes, we are reading this. I have an online book club called Women Aspiring for More. And every month we read a different book. The ladies in the group select the book that we read. We take recommendations, and then I put to a vote what we're reading. This month we have selected The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and we're only in the first week, and so many of the ladies are having great things. We have different ladies that lead our book discussions, and they go live within the group, and they share their perspectives on different topics or chapters depending on the book and how we break it up. And so it's really cool to get, it's kind of like, this self-development, this professional development, this personal development, this self-love encouragement, like just to, just self-love. And I just think that it's been amazing. And we're just started, doing our book discussions, our live book discussions this past week. Yesterday was our first one. And so this week, and then so every day we have a discussion and people can come in live or via the replay. And it's just really amazing, like reading with other people. Reading is a social action. Like, it's really cool to share what you're reading. It's one thing to keep it to yourself, but when you share it out, it's amazing. Hi, Miss Smith. Okay, so her name is Roseanne, but I got to call her Miss Smith because she was my teacher in 5th grade, and so 6th grade, and both. Couple of years, but she made some recommendations here. Let me go through and read some of the comments. Reading Unseen by Sarah Haggerty for personal growth. Ooh, I've read the book you're reading. Yes, I love you too, Miss Smith. Much love. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for joining us. I have to talk about books, so I'm here talking about books. Having the world talk about books. Let's talk about books. Acts of Faith by Yala Van Zant. Iola said, what are some other book suggestions in here? On Her Own Ground about Madam C.J. Walker. Shantae Lister Mitchell said that's great for entrepreneurs. That's awesome. And thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Those of you that are part of the community, I really appreciate you. Yes, we will add you. I will add you since you gave me permission. And I will say that about my group. Like, we don't just share it out with the world. Like, people must request to join or tell us specifically that they want to join the group, and then we go from there. Like, I really want people who are wanting to be a part, and you don't have to be a reader to be a part of my online reading community. You can just want to read more and want to be inspired, and it is great. So how do you find it? That's a great question, Javon. It is, you can go to bit.ly/Women Aspire 17. Actually, I will type that in the comments. Give me 1 minute or a second or two, and I will post how you can find it here on Facebook. And I will pin it. And then that way you can join. I really appreciate it. So, yes. What other comments have I made? Ooh, Attitude is Everything. Jeff Keller. There's another good book. So keep posting your comments. Keep posting the books. I really appreciate it. I just want you to think about, one, share your favorite book. If there's a book that you really like and it would bless someone else, it would help someone else, it would benefit someone else, whatever term works for you, do that. Share it with them, because you'll be amazed at how it will save them. It'll free them in a way. Discuss what you're reading with others. Number 2, discuss what you're reading with others. Share it out. If you're reading something good and it's relevant to a conversation, why not share it? It's okay. I think it's great to be a nerd these days. I know it was a stigma way back when, but now it's great. Share what you're reading. And then share the lessons you've discovered and uncovered in reading. Like, share those out. Like, that is okay. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you being here, and we'll see you over in the group. But it's really cool when we share what we're reading and what happens and how it connects people. How, I'm always about life to life, heart to heart, my voice to your voice. And so it's really good. And I know that there's people from different parts of the world who can connect. Some of the ladies that came on today were from London, the UK. They're not here in the US. And we have connected through that community. We have connected through books. We've connected through reading. And we've connected through other communities that support women. And encourage women. So it's really awesome. It's really amazing if you can do something like that. For those of you that are coming live or via the replay, I encourage you to just, think about how are you sharing reading? And reading is a social action. Share it out. Be sure that you use it as a vehicle for encouragement and motivation. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you being here. I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst and literacy educator, and I help women move in the direction of knowledge, light, and self-awareness, the direction of more, and the direction of your dreams, primarily through literature. And I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. And look for me here. I'm here live on this page several times a week. So make sure you go up, like my page, turn on your notifications so you'll follow me, so you'll make sure that you get a notification. And don't forget don't forget to join the book club. If you're interested in reading or reading more and reading with women and some more self-development, investing in yourself, self-development, self-awareness, join me. Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate you hopping on and joining us today. Thank you all. I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you soon. And remember, aspire for more. Bye-bye.